Trying to back out. We're on the ridge of Mount Davidson. It's pretty steep. But we should be
close to the side.
It's bad on both sides, but
big rock on my side.
I'm fine. Just following the path down. We're almost at the bottom already.
Yep.
It's not as big as it looks. Gotta be an artist to drive backwards on this. An off-roading artist, because it's kind of like art. If you take the wrong, if you swerve too far, you can flip the Jeep and roll down the mountain. And if you cut it wrong, you can run over a sharp rock. You don't hit the rocks right. You take them too fast or stop too quick and stab your tires. I don't know how to drive this shit. But you can see I'm in a flat area because we're on the top of this. This is the saddle of Mount Davidson, so it's a little flat up here and you can turn around. And it just all it does is just climb back up.
Your door's open.
What? What's open?
Your door.
Oh. That might help to close my doors. Well, we'll drive off Mount Davidson and we'll go to Mount Bullion, which is, there's Ophir Hill to our right, Mount Bullion to the left, and in the center, Mount Davidson, which is monolithic. And of course, there's some patches of woods. There is a lot of wildlife in the spring up here. There's creeks and deer, and sometimes you get wild mustangs and jackrabbit and coyotes. I mean, it's not like no life is up here. It's just, you know, it's just winter's kind of over, and it's just spring, so you're not going to see much right now. But in the spring, this area has lots of flowers growing. And I would have liked to go in the spring, but there's rattlesnakes coming out, and yes, they are abundant up here, so you got to be careful. So we're going to take this road up and out. It's rocky, it's nasty. I need new tire replacements. They're already worn from all this ghost towning we've done all winter. But that's all right, I'm not mad. I'll pay for tires to go see these scenic places. The road kind of sucks here. I'll be happy to get off it. Oh, God. I'm climbing. It's what a V8 allows me to do. I can climb the mountains. Look out my window. You can see the lake in the mountains. That mountain below we're going to be on top of this woodsy area. And we're going to go to Bullion Peak. That's where I'm taking you guys. Mount Bullion is the site of a very rich gold mine. Silver and gold mine, and they had a mill. It was called the Empire State Mill. Don't confuse it with the other mill in Empire, Nevada. Actually, where I was filming is Mound House and Empire. They're suburbs of Carson. When I said earlier there's probably Empire, yeah, or Mound House, yeah, right next to Mound House is Empire. That's an old semi-ghost town or mining town. Ooh, this is bad, man. I gotta hug this and we'll go over the edge. Woo! We're almost back onto some dirt road and get off these rocks from Mount Davidson, or ore from the miners. All right, I got it. Thanks. I needed that help. All right, folks, I'm taking over the camera real quick because I don't have to worry about driving on the edge or missing rocks. Now it's kind of soft dirt coming up. Well, it's way better than big sharp rocks. I can deal with this. I just climbed rocks along a cliff, man. If that had a rock slide, we'd be going over. Then I'd have to boost it, because I could boost it. It's a V8, man. You could walk on water with this Jeep if you really wanted. From what I've learned, you can walk on water like Jesus Christ. I wonder why they call me Lord Rick. I do amazing things with vehicles, cars. Oh yeah. So we're back up near Ophir Hill. Now it's a matter of working our way out of here. I hope to throw the pigskin around on Bullion Peak, do some target practicing, maybe take some EVPs at the mill, and go down to Virginia City, drink some beers, eat some food, and go home and play some Scrabble or something. Why not? All right. Watch, we're coming over Reno. Yay! I'm going to park right here real quick and take a pic of Reno in the background. I want to thank everyone for showing their support, watching our videos. I appreciate it. And somebody said they're going to send me a donation soon. They like our work. we appreciate it, man. We really do. This is how we're able to do things, is a collaborated effort by the public to bring you guys this. Mount Davidson in the background. Ophir Peak, the Sierra Nevadas, Reno, Washoe Valley and Lake, Carson City region, just beyond those mountains, Virginia City, Dayton, and the Great Basin. There's Reno, folks, one last time. It's old downtown, GSR Casino, a lot of casinos. Reno is pretty old, dates back to the mid-1800s when Reno grew. A lot of people, when the mines died, a lot of people went up to Reno to live. Provided opportunity business. The suburbs of Reno. You can see, folks, all these towns around here have one thing in common. They're surrounded by a virtual endless amount of mountains. And you can climb them, they all have trails. Some of them don't, you just have to bushwhack through it. We do that a lot, just make our own way up to these peaks. But in this case, I was able to take my family to the top. There's some nice picnic areas up here. And we're heading back down. We're safe, man, we're safe. I mean, basically, it's just downhill the rest of the way, and we know what to expect. It's a relatively nice little off-roading trip. And, yep. Well, the road's wide enough to go around. So, folks, I'm going to stop filming for now. I'm going to go to Bullion Peak. I'll film when we get almost at the entrance of Bullion Peak and the little dirt wagon road or mining road that goes there. And we'll park up there and hopefully have some recreational fun. Yeah, I know.
I don't know why somebody had to work.
Yeah, we've been on way worse roads. This one's pretty good. I told Tammy, I was like, once you get to the top of the range, the road's good. I've seen Jeep pictures on this road, and it has no rocks unless you go up to Mount Davidson or you go up to one of these peaks. There's no rocks. The road's dirt. You can off-road back here without any hassle, really. You really can.
If you get on this road, you gotta go on the rocky.
Oh yeah, you gotta go on some rocky edges because it follows the mountains and switchbacks to the top, but it's not deadly unless you do something stupid like speed or go off the side because you're, not paying attention. But I always got my eyes on the road. Even when I'm filming, I don't take them off the road. The camera keeps my eyes on the road too, because I always got to look ahead when I'm filming and balancing it.
Make you wonder, the car that was off the road, like, how long did it sit there before somebody knew it was there? Like,
and someone was dead?
In there?
Yeah.
Or were they drag racing with other people, so they were helped?
Oh yeah, over by Cascade Falls, I was hiking in the woods, pushing through brush, found a car that was from the 1940s, all mangled, like it fell off the cliff. Someone died. It was all mangled below the cliff. I found it. You can't find it. You have to go push through the woods. It's real thick. There's no trail. And I found it. I got a picture on our website.
Probably exploded.
It's not Cascade Falls. What is that falls in South Lake Tahoe? Eagle Falls. By Eagle Falls? Yeah, below Eagle Falls and stuff. If you go below the falls and you hike back in the woods off the trail, below the cliff you'll find like two old rusty cars that are all mangled. You could tell there's the peak, Bullion Peak. You can tell someone probably died. You can't fall 300 feet off a cliff and the car's mangled. I doubt someone lived through that. It is dangerous. No, and it's dangerous because back then those were dirt roads and they would become eroded and you'd have landslides, avalanches, all that shit, and people died all the time. Horse and buggies, cars in the 1930s and 40s. It was very dangerous to drive around here, but you had to. See, this is a nice little woodsy area where we're at. Nice little, see it, folks? We go up to Mount Bullion. There's a road that goes to the left, a couple roads. We want to stay towards the top of the mountain, near the peak. That's where the mill is, and it's got a nice view. The mill has a beautiful view of the valley below. But there's some soft water or mud. But we definitely want to. I get excited. I want to see the mud fly. It's not a Jeep until it's muddy. Then it looks beautiful and gorgeous. So we take the road to the left up here, and we'll go to Bullion Peak. hopefully we find that mill. It should be on the right side. We could take some pictures, and then we could maybe throw the football around before lunch or dinner or whatever. It's about 1 o'clock. We've been out here for about 4 hours off-roading and hiking around. It's all good though. I'm not in a hurry. Nice little woods up near the peak. Crap too from the horses. Oh yeah. There's the road. It's not a bad road. It's probably a little better than Mount Davidson, because this is Mount Bullion's a little less elevated. Or oh yeah, this is it. It's cutting pretty close to that mill up here at Mount Bullion, and then we're gonna. There's an area up here we could throw the football or maybe shoot or metal detect. You can metal detect up here too. I mean, you know, it's our last stop before we go eat. I have to look. Is it a right? And it goes up, or a left? Well, look. It's kind of woodsy up here. Junipers and pinyons. You could survive on pine nuts if you had to out here. You can't really see, it's just stone foundation. It's on Google. This looks like the way up to the peak. The other way looks like it may dead end. Doesn't seem to go up. We want to go up along the top. We had some dude yell at me about my UFO video. Put it on a tripod. It's not all the time where you're sitting there and you see a UFO and think, hey, let me put it on the tripod. Most UFOs you see for about 10 seconds and they're gone. And the dude's all bitching. Talking ruins it. You get dislikes because you talk. And I'm sitting there thinking, of course I talk. You like to know what you're looking at and seeing. It's all right. There's that other road. Look. That other road went around, see it? But it was overgrown. It was scratched up the Jeep probably if I didn't squeeze through those trees. Hopefully we'll find the mill up here. I seen it on Google, and I seen a picture someone had with their Jeep, so I know it's somewhere up on it's on Mount Bullion. Even if you look at Google, there's a picture. It says Empire Mill, and it shows it up at the top here. So, of course, the road's not the best, but it's a little better than Mount Davidson, because at least here, you know, you have a few rocks, but it's not all rocks. Huh?
Looks like you spoke something.
Well, we're almost at the top. This is the top right here. So if we don't see the mill, it means it's not here. It might be on each side of the mountain, but we'll look. I can look. Climb, climb. I like a Jimmy. The engines are powerful, man. You can climb straight up almost, as long as the tires can grip, which I got a grip. There's some trees at the top of the mountain. Good for a picnic. You can sit under them. But this is Mount Bullion. Come up here, play football, see nice views of Gold and Silver City and Gold Hill. Might be a historic mill we can photograph. I don't know. It kind of shows it up here. If you look above, you can see some foundation. I guess that's remnants of the Empire. Ooh, nice view of the lake. Yeah. Hey, keep an eye for the mill. For all I know, it could be the next hill over. I don't know. But we'll take a look.
It ends right here, it looks like.
Yeah, it ends up here. Bullion Peak, everyone. Kind of park over here and take a look around.
I was about to be decapitated. Look at this.
It's so tight. Oh my god, man. That is hella tight. Oh shit, looky. There's Mount Davidson. Now we're across from it. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, this is ore, guys. This has been mined. This is iron ore. This orange stuff, orange is brown, yeah. Let's go see what we got up here. A lot of glass bottles, a lot of people come up here. I don't even know if the mill still stands. No less, it's another mountain that we climbed, and it is the site of a mill, which does not appear to, I don't know, it's really hard to tell. It could be down in this canyon. Shotgun shells. Oh, I see it. There's no way we'll be able to get down there. That looks like a foundation right down in here. That definitely shows up. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm seeing any of the, I'm not sure I'm seeing the Empire Mill. Now I seen a little structure down in the canyon. I see a bunch of debris piles. These were where the mines are on the side of Mount Davidson. For example, you'd have a shaft way up, see it towards the top, go down 1,000 feet and go right up into Virginia City. But I'm not really seeing any foundations. I wanted to toss the football around up here. I might still do that, but I don't see the mill. It doesn't hurt to film, and it doesn't hurt to kind of, you know, at least come on over, follow the peak, and go to the edge and kind of look down. But this is Mount Davidson. You can see, I mean, if you look, this is an intricate mountain. Cliffs and everything. We stood up there, man. We were up on the top. Buke and Grosh brothers were all partners when they discovered gold and silver up here, and it's really sad because, like I say, one brother died and the second brother went to file his claims that him and his brother worked so hard on, and his partner, and he ended up dying up in Squaw Valley. We just put Squaw Valley in our site. There used to be 2 ghost towns, and some of the earliest Bigfoot reports and some of the miners' diaries were first known in this region by the white settlers, the white man that came to the area, the first pioneers. So there are Bigfoot up in these snowy peaks you see here. And I don't really see any mill. But you know, it never, like I said, it never hurts to hike around. I see some ore. You can tell some mining has been done. As minor as it is, there has been some mining done here. But this is Bullion Peak. What a view. It's a beautiful high desert. And you know, the reason why I tell you these stories about shootouts and death and murder, because I want people to understand that living here was harsh. Many children died of epidemics in the 18 and early 1900s in Virginia City. Many of them first set their eyes on these mountains probably saying, whoa, I've never seen anything. Because of living in Europe, a lot of them came over across seas. These kids didn't know what mountains were or anything. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous peak. I mean, we stood on the top of Mount Davidson. Right on the other side is Virginia City. And right below us is, this is Silver City down here. And below this peak is Gold Hill. And all 3 little boom towns side by side. I'm not really seeing remnants of the Empire Mill. Like I said, I've seen a picture. And some people mark it up here on Bullion Peak. But just because it's marked on Google doesn't mean that that's the exact location. I can barely find any history on it. It's just a few mentions. But it does not say where it's at. And other people they do less than credible work. So, you know, the thing is, when you do less than credible work, you don't know where it is. People will take a picture of the mill, take a picture of a concrete foundation. It's like, show the mountains in the background. Let us see how scenic and high up it is. Don't try to short yourself and short everybody else. And we have Ophir Peak, Mount Davidson. I've been doing both today. And now I'm on Mount Bullion. I think 3 mountains in one day is enough for me to conquer. I need a beer. I need a beer. Oh, wait. I got a beer. Some Angry Orchard. I don't see the mill. In the canyon, there's a metal structure, but that's not a mill. I could try going further down and looking too, but I think somebody misplaced it on their Google. They put a picture right here by Mount Bullion, said Umpire Mill. Ain't no mill here. There's ore. If you look over there, there's a pile of ore, iron ore, where they get silver and gold from, but I don't see no mill ruins up here. I did see a picture of it with those snowy mountains in the background somewhere up here, but the picture doesn't really show much because it's taken really close, and so all you see is like a little snow in the background. I can't make it out. Yes. We can go walking over to this peak. We'll have to go straight and cut left, and we'll see if we can see a mill from there. If not, I'm not taking any more roads. We'll just go to Virginia City, but I would like to get him out and play some football up at the top of the hill here. I don't think I have anywhere to target practice. I see gun shells, but I need to be able to target practice, like set up bottles on the mill or cans. You can set up cans on the mill, just shoot the cans, you know what I'm saying? I always bring the gun for the boy. He likes to shoot it. But eventually when I get my pistol and stuff, we can take it out and shoot it too. I mean, we can target practice. Bullets are expensive. Huh? It'll be fun. Oh yeah. Because there was a mine up here. You know what I'm saying? This hole was a shaft. I mean, it's collapsed, but still, I mean, it was a shaft, which means the mill might be up over here. Because Mount Bullion, they didn't call this Mount Bullion for nothing. It was called Bullion because of the gold and the silver, bullion. And Abraham Lincoln and other presidents took a huge interest in the gold that was found here and the silver. I mean, they had the finest silver melted down to make silverware for the White House. And Virginia City also aided the Union by providing precious metals to the Union to fight the Confederacy. Metals would be used to build ships, bullets, guns, all that, man. Yeah, folks, you can see we were over below that mountain covered in snow straight ahead. Now Tammy and I are kind of hiking around, which is fine with me. I need to lose the weight. But folks, you guys got 3 bonuses today. Mount Bullion, Ophir Peak, Mount Davidson. All 3 today. With different views of the valleys and expanses and Sierras and beyond. You guys got spoiled today. And I'm really proud to be able to bring all you guys this. But we're going to go look for some mill ruins on the other side here. But you guys got a lot of film. And, you know, I'm pretty proud. When we put this on our site, I'll put a Mount Bullion section, an Ophir Peak section, a Mount Davidson section. And we'll have scenic pictures, nature pictures, videos, history, any mining remnants I found. It'll be really nice on our site. Virginia City, I'll even categorize the pictures I took of towns and cities. So you can kind of see Virginia City from up above and Reno from up above. So what we'll do, folks, we'll go up to the peak here, see if there's any mill. We'll look around 360. If we don't have a mill, I'll come back, I'll play football with my son, and then I'm going to have myself a nice dinner and some brews, which is something I always like to do in Virginia City, because good customer service, friendly people, good times, especially after adventuring. All you do is want to sit down, drink a few, and, you know, maybe eat a good dinner. There's nothing wrong in that. So, folks, you know, I showed you an open pit mine. There is signs of mining. There is ore. Some of this is iron ore. I mean, it spilled out of the wagons, and the mills would dump it when they were done. There's still gold and silver up here, though. And it's a good area to metal detect, just along the peak. You don't have to metal detect a historic site. Just this whole mountain is full of gold and silver. But yeah, we were all the way on top, and now look, we're about 400 or 500 feet below. Pretty crazy shit. Pretty crazy. That's the combination mine shaft, over 3,000 feet deep. It's It's one of the deepest shafts in the state of Nevada. I'm going to be wrapping up this expedition. I've done a lot of filming. I might film a little heading down, I don't know yet. Kind of got the sun in her eyes, so it's not going to be very efficient to film in the sun. You're just going to see a bright ball of light. You're not going to see the scenery. But I chose a perfect time to off-road because I was able to get the trek up. There you go. Sugarloaf. If you look, I don't know if I can zoom in close enough. Mara's telling you there's a mill at the bottom. See the walls? I believe it was the Mexican mill. Or at least a lot of Mexican immigrants worked that mill. It was one of the oldest, one of the first to be built in Virginia City in 6 Mile Canyon just below the town. Well, I didn't find the mill. Somewhere up here it remains. Like I said, people need to do better research online and really post much. I kind of give you guys views and videos. I give you the tools where you can find these places. Every place I go almost has a hint of how to find them. But there's Mount Bullion where I'm parked. I'm not sure what peak this is right here. It's still a decent little peak. Yeah, I don't see no mill. It was still worth going around and trying to have a gander. I just wish I would have seen more mills up here. A lot of them don't exist. The Empire Mill's somewhere back in here. It's not important, it's just a foundation. But I want to show people that there is signs that mining did take place early on in milling. You can actually see when we get to the other side, well, I filmed it earlier, you can see these dump piles and pits. Those were mines. They're collapsed or filled in now, but they were mines. Very deep mines. So mining was very big in the Mount Davidson, Mount Bullion area. All overlooking Virginia City. You can almost see it's clearing up. You want to see 200 miles? There's 200 miles. It's still hazy, but the mountains just... There's 200 miles right there in that direction back. That's to the east. Here's a dump pile right here. So, I mean, even though the mill's not here, more than likely, the ore that was processed or didn't contain any minerals, they dumped all around Mount Bullion. So, I mean, there is signs of the mill, but I don't see any foundation. And I drove up here just for the hell of it because on Google it says that the mill's on Mount Bullion. We're on Mount Bullion. And it also, if you look on Google, you can see what might be stone ruins by the road. I don't see nothing. I see some below Mount Bullion, but it's just a shack. If that's all that remains of the Empire Mill, then it looks like I just photographed it from 400 feet above the canyon. A lot of stuff isn't remaining. It might just be a shack. It might be all that's left where they stored TNT or they stored some supplies. Everything has history here. One last look. Washoe Valley. If you actually go, you see where that bridge is, folks? Beyond that bridge is Pleasant Valley. Some of the most beautiful valleys in northern Nevada. And this is one of the best vista points in northern Nevada as well. So today we've summited 4 peaks. It's time to go to Virginia City. I'll do one last video in Virginia City of Mount Davidson so you can see Virginia City from the bottom and look all the way up and see where we were standing. And then that's it. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Thanks for watching our videos. This is Lord Rick, your founder of the Paranormal Ghost Society, talk show host, AngelOfThyNight Radio, producer, paranormal investigator, adventurer, father, and best friend, if you want to see me that way. And so you have to be my friend to watch these videos because you're right along there alongside with me in this journey. Here's a pile of ore. Good place to search for gold and silver. It's iron ore. And that's where it's mainly found. Well, this is the pit. And you can see down into it. It's collapsed. But at one time, they either pit mined it or it was a deep shaft at the Mount Bullion peak site. Check us out, www.paranormalghostsociety.org, your gateway into the strange, unknown, conspiracy, cryptozoology, UFOs, parapsychology, and just crazy, wacky adventures chasing all the way from myths and legends to exposing the truth. Lord Rick, I might film a little on my way down. I may not. Either way, you guys got to see the climb up here. You got to see video on 4 different summits above Virginia City. And now you understand how vast it is and how much work we have ahead of us in the future. Okay, folks, I'll tell you what, I'm hungry. I'm thirsty for some strong ale. And I'm going to get to the peak, to my Jeep, and then I'm going to toke one before I head down. Peace out, man. Peace out. You ready? Oh! He almost had it.
Yeah, I know. I caught it.
Put it right here. Higher, higher.
Yeah.
You're not going to throw it off the cliff. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, nicked my finger.
You got to catch a few, dude.
Yeah.
If you're going to film or photograph, you got to catch a few for the ladies. That was good.
You're not catching them either, dude.
Huh? I don't know my own strength. Bomb it, bomb it, bomb it.
Ready?
I'm ready as I'll ever be. Oh,
Oh.
close.
Yeah.
You gotta get that arm on it. Watch. Watch. Ready?
Yeah.
Come on, dude. That was a good throw.
Yeah.
You only had to go 5 feet. Yeah.
There you go.
Did you know in the early days of football they didn't throw the ball?
No, kicked it.
Yeah, it was only basically what happened is they would hike the ball or they would punt the ball, and whoever got the ball, everybody piled on top of them.
Wow.
Or they ran.
Oh, what a throw.
Thank you.
Wow.
Throwing it came in later as a safety precaution
Right.
because too many people were getting tackled and hurt.
You ready?
I'm full of useless information.
Yeah. Look at this kid catch. Look, I got my knife.
Prepared.
You're not supposed to play
Oh
football.
no, I do it wrong. Sorry.
You can't play football with knives.
Yeah.
It's like gridiron football or like slaughter football.
Yeah.
You ready?
Which, by the way, they have that game Blood Bowl at GameStop for $5 now. Brand new.
$5.
Brand new.
You ready? Make sure you get some video footage. Too.
I've been videoing.
Okay, because I'm gonna put some I'm gonna put it in my video. Show what it's like to play football. 80,000 feet. There you go. It's yours. It's yours.
Oh, so close.
He's good catcher though. When he catches it, he doesn't drop it, right?
Yeah. Ready?
Yep, I'm ready as I'll ever be. Don't fall.
Oh no. Dang it. I keep on throwing it wrong.
Good thing I chose to play football here and not on Mount Davidson. We'd be losing our ball. Ready?
What the hell was that? Show off.
I was playing quarterback for a few seconds until the defense probably would sack me.
Oh, that was a good throw, man.
I couldn't get it though. I could have, but I'd have ripped my pants going down. Ready?
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you. Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Beside you a little bit. Oh no.
Make sure you put it high.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh. Oh, dang.
Oh, man, I missed the almost fumble.
Yeah.
But I got it. The air is thinner up here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ready for this one?
Yep.
Hopefully I don't trip and startle.
Right to me. Oh!
I was right to you.
That would have been my ball. My ball.
Yep.
And my foot got stuck in the bush. Okay. You ready?
Oh.
Ready?
Ah.
Oh,
Can't run through the bush. Oh. Yeah. It's kind of brushy, but.
Oh, good. Sorry.
I still got my hand on it.
Yeah.
You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Watch.
Can't throw it.
He's gonna be a show off again.
Ready? Oh, no.
I don't want to throw it too far,
Yeah.
but just kind of so you can run and just kind of catch it.
Almost got it. Oh. Oh, God.
2 more throws,
Oh, yeah.
because my breath is getting high up.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, the air is so thin. Woo!
Right?
So, throw me a good one, I'll throw you a good one. Ready?
You're not supposed to tackle the ball.
Yes, finally.
It slipped out of my hands.
Yeah. That happened to me.
One more. Last one.
That was a good one.